Howdy. Alright, so I know it's been a while, and sometimes I don't do these videos, and I don't get to them when I want to do them. When I do have time to do them, here I am. So I do have time to do one, and this subject has bothered me for so incredibly long that, and today it came up again, that I felt the only thing appropriate to do to voice my frustration, so to speak, was to tell you. And this is not just something me telling you what is bothering me and what bothers me, and I know for a fact bothers other people. This is something that if you do this, you need to fucking stop immediately, because it's not okay in any way, shape, or form. So, we've all had, I at least, have had plenty of call center jobs, or we've had jobs where we have to call people, we have to talk to people on the phone, we have to talk to people we don't know. We have to interrupt people's lives. We have to bother them in one way or another because it is in our job description. That is what our job is to do this. So, that's what I do. I call, and I'm not a telemarketer. Even if you are a telemarketer, I'm never right off the bat rude to telemarketers because I've done their jobs, and it's not an easy job to do. It may seem like an easy job because a lot of people use the phrase, get a real job, you know, when you hear these people, but in all reality, they most likely have a real job, and that is their real job, and they probably make decent money doing it, and that's what supported their family, and that is what their job is. So therefore, because that is how they are bringing income into their house and putting food on the table for their women, their wives, their husbands, their children, whoever it may be, that is their job. So for you to try to tell them they don't have a real job, when in reality that's probably one of the only jobs they could get and what supports their family. Don't do that. That's rude to do that, because that is their fucking job. So you do not have any right in any way, shape, or form to tell them to get a real job, because that's probably what's supporting their family. Okay. Getting that out of the way. Okay. So I've told you before, in my job, I have to ask people if they're driving. And generally, with that statement, I get all sorts of things that they're doing. They're not driving, but they're doing all this stuff, and I can tell they're busy, so at that point, I just let them go, because I'm not going to interrupt your life for something so simple as a survey. But it is my job to call you in the first place. So, I get all these people that are legitimately angry with me for reaching them while they're doing these things. Okay, mind you, you never had to pick up your phone in the first place. You never had to answer that phone, especially if it's a number you don't know. No one held a gun to your head and said, answer this phone call. You didn't have to answer your phone. You chose to. So at that point, it's not my fault that I'm reaching you doing these things. For example, if I'm catching you on the phone while you're eating dinner, you don't get to be mad at me because you answered your phone while you were having a dinner with your family. If you answered your phone while you were driving, which in most states is illegal anyway, you don't get to be mad at me because you answered your phone while you were driving. Not my fault. If you answered your phone while you were at work, and you're not supposed to be on your phone at work, it is not my fault that you are breaking your rules and guidelines for your place of employment because you answered your phone at work. That's not my fault. That's your fault. If you answered your phone while you were in a meeting, you're the one that should be in trouble, not me. You're the one that should be getting fired, not me. You're the one that should get a new job, not me, because you're in a fucking meeting. You don't answer your phone in a meeting and then get mad at me because you answered your phone. If you answered your phone while you were at a baseball game, football game, soccer game, hockey game, lacrosse game, I don't give a fuck what kind of game it is, sex game, I don't fucking care. If you're answering your phone during a game, that's not my fault. That's your fault. Don't answer your phone if you're in the middle of a game. If you know you're not going to be able to hear whoever is on the other end of that phone, then don't answer it. Call them back. Don't call them back. I don't fucking care. But don't answer your phone and then be angry with the person on the other end of the line because you answered your phone during a baseball game. If you answered your phone while you were watching a movie, especially if you had a movie theater, I'm sorry, but you're the asshole, not me. You answered your phone while you were in a movie. I didn't force you to answer your phone. I didn't send you a text message that said this is a life or death situation. Answer your phone when I call. You chose to answer your phone during the movie. Not my fault. If you answered your phone while you were at a funeral, for fuck's sake, are you kidding? This literally happened to me. I was bitched out by a woman because I just left the funeral to answer this phone call. Why? It's not my fucking fault that you're a fucking heartless piece of shit. Why would you do that? In any instance. At all. Don't do that. That's not my fault. If you answered your phone while you were in the hospital, why is your phone even on? Why is it out of your pocket? Why is it powered on? I believe that in a hospital, it says right on the wall, fucking everywhere, turn your cell phone off because the medical equipment in the hospital could be affected by your cell phone being on. So not only are you bitching at me for something that you shouldn't have been doing in the first place, but you are now endangering not only probably people, but thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment because you chose to answer your phone when I called. Not my fault. If you chose to answer your phone while you had company, then you're a terrible host. It's not my fault. You answered your phone while you had company, and you're standing in front of a bunch of people talking to me about things that you don't want to talk about. Not my fault. You answered your phone. If you answered your phone while you were just busy, you clearly weren't too busy to answer your phone. Not my fault. If you answered your phone while you had a sleeping baby in your lap, why? Why? Why is it my fucking fault that Timmy Jr. is sleeping and asshole mother decided to answer the phone while the baby was sleeping in her lap? Can you explain that to me? Why that's my fault? I'm sorry, I forgot to check my calendar. Let's see here. Free time. Oh! Timmy Jr.'s sleeping at 4:22. 4:22. Let's give you a ring. You fucking answered your phone. I didn't answer your phone. I didn't force you to. You did it. If you answered your phone while your children were being or misbehaving, get your fucking kids under control. Don't answer your fucking phone if Letitia is out there pulling a cat's tail. Don't answer your phone if Roderick is over there being abducted by a homeless person. That's not my fucking fault that you did that. While Beatrice was over there climbing an electric fence. What the fuck? How is that my fault? And it is not my motherfucking fault if you decided to leave your classroom while you were paying for your education to answer a fucking phone call. If you're at school, don't fucking answer your phone. And if you're gonna answer your phone, don't be mad at me because you did it. Doesn't make any fucking sense. So if any of you fucking people out there, I love you all. Oh, I love you so much. However, if you answer your fucking phone while you're at work, or the baby's sleeping, or your kids are being bad, or you're in a movie, or in a meeting, or any other fucking reason that you probably shouldn't be on the phone in the first place, that is not my fault, nor anyone else's fault that's on the other end of the line. That is your fault. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, or I'll wreck you for yourself. How about that? Don't fucking be assholes to people on the other end of the phone, especially when you don't know where they're coming from, how their day has been, and because you chose to take that phone call. That is no one else's fault. There's my rant. There's my video. Sorry if I'm being an asshole. Sorry if this isn't what you want to see. And thank you to everyone who understands where I'm coming from or has never been able to put it into words. This is for you. Love you long time. Bye-bye.